It was amazing. You've also probably begun to recognize the complexity. I mean, sometimes teaching looks easy, but actually takes a lot of practice and being able to describe things in different ways. And Linda and Gloria just came up to me and had a question about using images. Could we use the image like kicking a football, like looking to the stars? And my answer to that was, you can think what yours would be. Would you say yes or no? Well, I said depend on the context. Yeah, but I said depends on the context. So if you say look at the stars then become the focus rather than what's happening in yourself in order to look at the stars. So how we're orienting in the environment is as important as how we're organizing ourselves, and one can feed the other. One informs the other. But if it was at the exclusion of, and for children, for instance, you might want to get somewhere really quick. So you might say, swing your leg like you're going to kick a ball, and then add some variations to that. Because when we're giving ATM, we're not just giving a movement instruction, although that's the basic recipe in a way, but there's the enrichment. There's being able to respond to what the people are doing, to notice where, to know how the ATM progresses, and to understand what people are doing or not doing that they need extra information for as well as pacing the lesson. Are there any other hot questions from that little process, Emma? Did you like that volume? It had an intention.
About leaving some stuff out?
Absolutely. Yes. Leaving some stuff out. So seeing how the participants organize themselves and what they can discover. Now, how long you leave it out for, it could be like they could stay on a merry-go-round without some extra information. And that's always, something you're paying attention to.
The people in the group I was with did a really good job of breaking down, which bit to do first. Mm-hmm. But I presume that one can, they're better, sorry. The way you think about that can also, which instruction you give first, like, I didn't do that very well, but other people were very good at giving you one part, and then you add a second part, and then you add a third. And in terms of how you give that instruction, are there some parts of the body, for example, that it's better to start with, or the general movement? Do you develop a sense of which bits to organise first?
You need a configuration and an orientation.
Yep.
So they're usually the starting place. Mm-hmm. And general public will need more. They'll interpret, so hopefully you'll play this game, or you might play it with your study group. Are we in the wrong place? Your study group. Okay, where you literally do exactly what they say, not what you think they're saying. Because that's what the public will do. They'll get the above head, left, rights, ups, downs, and relationships. They many won't have as clear a body image, so they'll get them confused. So usually we start with describing the relationship with a floor and the configuration. So lying on your side. So it's a broad instruction, but it's specific. Then you might make adjustments to that depending on how people are lying, and then you'll start to introduce the movement on top of that. The body parts, the directions, the planes, the how much detail, how little detail, those sorts of things. Okay. You did great. You really did. I was impressed. So we're going to do, now, just a very short FI process where we're going to, the emphasis is going to be on the quality of connection. Quality of connection with yourself and the other. And because I think it'll be easier, you're going to do it with a partner. You're only going to do one side. So you'll do the person on the floor will lie on their back first. But I think because of the equipment, side lying's easier to get comfortable on. All right? So if you want to work on a table or get a partner that can work on the table with you, and get whatever you think you might need to set someone up to be comfortable on the floor. And I'm going to guide you through it. In twos. So you want to get